Welcome to Coffee Break, a kickstart to your day. Thank you for sharing this time with me. Recently, I was having a conversation with a prospective client about her job issues. Just as she started to talk, her phone rang. Believe it or not, it was her manager. When she started to take the call, I could see the frustration build in her face. You know how it is when you're having a difficult conversation and you can feel the tenseness come into your shoulders and all over your face. That's exactly how she started to look. The more she talked, the more frustrated she got. Then when she hung up the phone, it was apparent to me where we needed to start. It was her attitude. You see, our attitudes impact our perspective. You can have the wrong attitude, it gives you the wrong perspective, even if the situation is right for you. The reason why I could recognize that we needed to first start with an attitude adjustment is because I have been there. There was a time in my career where I felt backed into a corner, much like a little mouse in a maze, taking turn after turn after turn, only to end up back at square one. And for me, square one was frustrated and tired. So you might ask, so what do you do? How do you get out of that situation? Well, I remember the day like it was yesterday. I had to make a decision. I either could stay in the maze, be that mouse, be frustrated, be tired, or I could focus on what is it that I can learn from this situation so that I can move on. Well, that's when I decided to change my attitude. And you have the power to do it as well. And it starts off by asking yourself two questions. Why and what? I started off by asking myself, why am I so frustrated? What is it that's causing me to feel this way? I could have easily said, it's my manager's fault, or it's that situation, but I would not have done the situation justice, and I would not have gotten any relief. The more I began to dig deeper and pull back the layers, I was able to identify the trigger. And identifying the trigger helped me alter my behavior so that then I could then manage the situation instead of the situation managing me. The second question I asked myself was what? What is it that I needed? It was obvious that it was something that I was not getting from that situation or that manager. The more I asked that question, I was able to identify the gap. And once I identified the gap, then I saw that there was no way I was going to get my needs met from the manager or the situation. So I simply just stopped looking. I altered my behavior, changed my course of action, and then got my needs met elsewhere. I know I made it sound easy, but it was a difficult process, but it absolutely, changing my attitude absolutely helped. There's a very popular quote by Zig Ziglar that says, it's your attitude, not your aptitude, that determines your altitude. So you have a choice. You can either soar like an eagle, and I don't know about you, but I definitely want to soar, or you could waddle like a duck. The choice is yours, but it starts first with changing your attitude so that you can change your perspective. Well, looks like we're out of time. Leave me a comment. Until next time, stay inspired.